Good evening, guys. Today we're going to take a look at Strategy and Tactics issue number 285 from March, April of 2014. Duel on the Steppes, Russia, February, March of 1943. Of course, you have your magazine here. Great magazine, by the way. Great magazine in and of itself. And then here we have the rules for Duel in the Steppe, the winter campaign in Ukraine, January to March 43. So we go over the game components here, the maps, the scale. It's about 6.5 miles per hex. The map portrays the Ukraine region of the Soviet Union. Ukraine. Slavic Ukraine. Then we go over the combat units, an explanation of all the numbers. There's an attack strength, a defense strength, and a movement factor. There's a divisional indication. There's a parent unit. And of course, this symbol here means that it's mechanized. That's summarized here. We have some air units. Soviet and German, of course. Information markers. Artillery support. Blown bridge. Low supply. Here we have the sequence of play. Here we go. Weather phase. Reinforcement phase. Air allotment phase. Activation. End of turn. So the weather phase, you determine the weather. And it will have some effect. Then you have the reinforcement phase, air allotment. Here it goes over reinforcements. Here's supply rules. You have low and out of supply. This is interesting. I've never seen a game use low supply. In most of the games I've ever played, you're either in supply or out. I've never seen low supply. This is interesting to me. Then we have activation, stacking, movement rules, overruns, combat rules. Here's your support markers with the attack die roll modifier. Air support. And there are some rules. There's dog fights. Air support's pretty detailed in this game. Demolishing bridges. Kampfgruppen, which means anti-tank guns. And then, look, Rule 15, Manstein's backhand blow. I always like a game that allows the pimp hand. And then this gives you rules on Manstein's pimp hand. And then here we go with the scenarios and all the setup information. What units go in what hex. Pretty good. Pretty nice. And then advertisements. And that's the end of the rules section of the magazine. So, let's look at the map. Well, no. How about we look at the counters first, because that's easier. And I'm lazy. So, the red ones are obviously Russians, or Soviet Union. We have headquarters, armor units, infantry units. We have aircraft. Here we have German armor, infantry. Is that German? No, it's not. No, this is the Southwest Front units, Russian. This is the Voronezh Front. I know I'm butchering that pronunciation. But these are your Russian units, and these here are your Germans, and of course these are probably SS. Yeah, Waffen-SS units and regular Wehrmacht units. What are these? Hungarians. You have a couple of Hungarian units. And a few administrative markers. Now, let's take a look at the map. And again, guys, it's going to have hard creases. I've stored it for quite some time. I've got it sideways. So up here you have your turn track, your combat results table, terrain effects chart, weather table, and then your map. It's pretty uninspiring. The only real terrain you have are the river lines and the forests and the cities. I'm assuming those are swamps. You have some swamplands adjacent to some of the rivers, and you have forests. Otherwise, it's clear terrain. But it looks like a pretty functional map. It's functional, if not plain. But it works, and that's all that matters. But that was a quick overview of this game here from Strategy and Tactics issue number 285 from 2014. Duel on the Steppes, Russia, February and March 1943. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate it.